Alright everybody, the Bitcoin price is currently crashing to the downside. Are we going to see significant crash to the downside in the next 24 hours moving forward? Well, it seems like we are currently moving quite strongly here to the downside. And as you guys know, I still have my long position open here, up still $650,000 US. So I will tell you guys what I'm going to be doing here with this long position in this video and if we are going to have to be worried. So basically what we are seeing right now is that we're seeing quite a strong correction to the downside. We are coming very, very close here as well to the 7-hour oversold here on my own indicators called the Team Underground Magic RSI bands. I have a link for that in the description. But basically what I do is I put it over here on the 7-hour time frame. As you can actually see, this is the main time frame, and every single time in an uptrend, whenever we touch this exact level, we generally tend to see significant rally to the upside. And again, this indicator plays out very often every single time out. And what you can also kind of see here during this price based action is that we had a very, very similar type of pattern where we kind of came back here to the downside. We touched right over here the 7-hour, came back again, we broke here below this low, and then eventually we set another big move here to the upside. This is what it's called in Bitcoin terms a double bottom pattern, which is a very, very classical pattern, and it basically looks like a W like this. You can pull it out like here as well, and you can find these W's quite often here as well. It's kind of like a reversal pattern whenever you see it playing out over and over again. It's kind of like a pattern that used to be a meme. I don't know if you know the double bottom army. This is like an old meme from like 6 years ago. If you actually know it, post it in the comments below. Then you have been watching these videos for a very, very long time. But anyway, we could actually see something very similar forming. So where you're going to be looking a little bit at a bear trap right over here at the exact right side here of the double bottom, and then get a significant mover to the upside. So this would still mean that we're going to continue to see a crash to the downside, but probably close to the 7-hour, maybe kind of touch it and then kind of retouch it a little bit later. But I'm still very much here on the bullish side, and I mean, we're still in the bullish uptrend, and we're coming close here to the date of the autumn high, which is probably going to be around December, November, as I talked about in the last video. So I'm not really worried exactly yet. I mean, if I also quickly go look here, for example, at the stock market, you can see it over here. You can look at the gold prices. I mean, they're all up, so we're not seeing any kind of resistance from that as well. So going back here to my long position up $650,000 US, I will just keep it open. Even if we come down here a little bit, even if we come down slightly near my entry, I think that double bottom pattern should still be valid. So in the last video over here, I was up around $800,000 US, as you can see. So that's down about $200,000 US. That is because the price is down. That's kind of how leverage trading works. So again, basically, I'm just speculating on where the price is going to go on these leverage exchange platforms. I'm using BTCC and Blofin. I'm using different platforms for now. This one is here on the BTCC platform. But basically what I'm doing is I'm betting on where the price is going to go. And if I have high confidence, like I had right over here, I can actually put in a long position and then make money when the price is actually going up. So that's basically what I did over here, and that's why I'm up here $600,000 US. I'm over here, up here 1,000%. So way more than I actually put in, about 1,000% more than I actually put in. So anyway, if you do actually want to sign up on one of these platforms like Blofin or the BTC platform, I do actually have a link in the description for you to get these kind of bonuses if you want to check it out. So anyway, moving forward here, as I said, we're not seeing any resistance here from the stock market or the bond market. Everything is basically just like kind of going sideways, and the stock market is slightly going up. But things are really not looking that bad. I think that's kind of like really holding down Bitcoin at this point in time is the altcoins. And we're seeing that Ethereum is kind of rallying, and this is not really a good thing that we want to see, because the thing is that when these altcoins are rallying, that generally takes away kind of the focus on Bitcoin. And the reason that we want to see Bitcoin kind of performing well at first is because eventually what happens is Bitcoin tends to hit an all-time high, then it gets a correction, and then money tends to rotate into altcoins, and then it tends to rotate out of the market. That's kind of how these bear and bull cycles work. So basically Bitcoin goes up, then the altcoins go up, then the money gets taken out of the market, and then it just repeats. So Bitcoin up always first. So if the altcoins start rallying before Bitcoin is really high up, that doesn't mean enough money has been actually accumulated inside this space for the bull run actually to continue. So these are kind of causing pauses in the Bitcoin bull run, which is kind of delaying our all-time high. And overall, it's kind of a bad situation where people are generally getting hyped. So we're seeing that the Tether market is kind of like radically right over here increasing. It's like going absolutely vertical right now. We're seeing that the price is basically not doing anything. It's just kind of going sideways here, but you can see the Tether market cap has increased here by about 7 billion. But a lot of that money just flows into altcoins. But what you're seeing is that when Bitcoin is kind of left behind, it starts to correct. And then eventually what you're going to see is that what actually happens is that the altcoins tend to correct faster than Bitcoin. And that's kind of how these markets eventually, these kind of like small boom and bust cycles, on a shorter time frame, they kind of tend to play out. So when Ethereum was rallying up here, I really said, guys, that's going to be a little bit of a warning here for Bitcoin. That is probably going to show some weakness, and that's kind of played out. So if we do have a kind of like a slight crash to the downside, kind of end this kind of short-term Bitcoin altcoin cycle, kind of gets a crash on Ethereum, and we're going to eventually see the Bitcoin price recovering and kind of see the Ethereum Bitcoin chart going down. And that will be quite a positive sign that we're probably are going to continue to go up. But the thing is with hype right now, it's not really a good thing. And it's kind of gonna, it's kind of throwing a wrench here as well, here into this long position. It's not really what I would like to see, but again, I still very much believe we're gonna go to $200,000 US. It is kind of normal as well to do this to the cycles where some money flows into altcoins, and the more higher we're gonna go, the more distorted the markets are going to be, the more crazy they're going to be. But in the short term, guys, we still have a couple months here. So even if we do get a slight correction here to the downside in like 24 hours or the weeks or the months, like we still can basically just go sideways here for 2 months and then double in 1 month at the end of the year. Like we did that in 2017 pretty much. We didn't go sideways, but we did double in like the last month of the cycle. So we are completely fine. We're probably going to see the summer end, and this thing is probably going to repeat, go further to the upside, hit 200K. But for now, we're having a slight move to the downside. But let's see. I mean, the Tether market cap keeps increasing, so I think that this is eventually just leading up to like a bigger Bitcoin rallying here further to the upside. So just being cautious here and just waiting this thing out here. Let's look at the Ethereum position as well, just to quickly check it out. Beautifully here at the bottom. Like this long position is just completely safe. Like the Bitcoin has some probability of being stopped out, even though, again, I think we're just going to have a double bottom. I think the Ethereum one, that's definitely just going to be able to be fine here during this whole bull run. So probably going to cash this out at like the end of the year, whatever. So anyway, that's everything. Again, if you want to join here the VIP channel where I do post my trades, just sign up on any of these exchanges, deposit and send me your user ID, and I will actually add you as well to the private VIP channel. Anyway, with that, I'm going to end this video. Hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.